Today's a new day. Welcome to my channel. My name is Viviana, and here I post a lot about my hobbies and, finding solace in those hobbies. So yeah, autumn is upon us, and here is my unrealistic autumn TBR list. I'm still excited though. If I make it to 80%, I call it a win. We'll see if I can get through all of them. So here it goes. Gosh, I'm so excited for this list because it's a mix of like more modern books and classic. I will say this, there's 3 vampire books on this list. I'm really excited to show you, and let me know if any of these books you're planning to read as well. Okay, starting with one of the more modern books, it's this one by Suzanne Young, In Nightfall. So I feel like it's a really kind of like cozy, spooky vibes. There's a vampire, you can tell. Yeah. Oh yeah, it says it's a vampire genre. It's not that long, so it shouldn't be that hard to finish. And I'm really excited because it's in a small town in Oregon called Nightfall. Next book is actually a witchy vibe. It's called In the Company of Witches. I'm really excited. It reminds me of those books I used to read in elementary. They were about like, I don't know, stories with animals. That's so specific, but it kind of gives these vibes, like the illustration of the book cover. If I can find it, I'll show you. But yeah, this one's about like a murder mystery at a...
Approximately 10 hours later.
What are those called? Bread and breakfast. So these 2 sisters run it, I believe, and yeah, there's a mysterious murder going on and they have magic. So yeah, it's a journey and there's magic, there's mystery. I'm excited for this one. Again, this is another murder mystery. It's called Murder at the Pumpkin Pageant. The cover gives those vibes again. That's what made me like kind of want to read this book. These books I don't have, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get them as an ebook, buy the physical book, or if my local library has it. I don't know, I have those 3 options. You can already tell which book this is. It's one of my most highly anticipated book releases of this year. Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. Oh my gosh. I'm 80 pages in already. I couldn't resist reading it once I got it in the mail because look, I got it signed copy. It's, where is it? Hold on. Oh my gosh. I got it personalized. Yeah. It's missing an A, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. It is hell of a ride. Literally. And so much going on. Like the way she describes hell is not like your typical, I guess, version. Like the most common version of hell. Like there's fire everywhere. Well, at least I haven't gotten to that part. But yeah, it's about 2 grad students who go to hell to find their professor so he can write them a letter of rec because their careers depend on it. So it really is a hell of a journey. I'm so excited to continue reading this book. Oh, and I love the sprayed edges. Wow. Stunning. Okay, the last 5 books I don't have, and they're also classics. There's a couple that are pretty short. Starting off with The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I don't know if this is flipped, but yeah, I'm excited to read this one. It's like a children's classic. I remember watching that Disney film about it, and it does give those like cozy, spooky vibes. It shouldn't be that long to finish. The next classic is Frankenstein. This would be a reread for me. I read it in sometime in high school. I don't remember, but I also don't remember my experience reading it that well. A lot of people don't know that the scientist is actually Frankenstein. That's his name. And they refer, well, most people call Frankenstein the beast or the monster. I forget how they refer to it. It does explore, like the ethics of, science and nature. Yes. On to my next vampire book. It's also not supposed to be that long. It's called Carmilla, a female vampire. And one really interesting fact is that this book came out a few decades before, or a couple decades before the Dracula book. And it's not that well known, but it is one of the first books to be released of vampires. I just know it's a vampire, so I have to read it. I'm excited. Okay, the last book of vampires that I plan to read is none other than Dracula. I'm surprised I've never read this book, but there's so many film adaptations about it, and I keep saying this for every book, but I really am excited. It's just, I just love fall. I love autumn, the spooky vibes, not the gory side, but the spooky. The last one is not so like Halloweenish, but it does give those autumn vibes and gothic. But this book it's actually gonna have a film pretty soon about it, which I didn't know. It was gonna have a new film adaptation, and it's none other than Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. It would be my first time reading it. It's been on my TBR list for quite some time, and finally I'm trying to get myself to reading it because it is a classic. And I know that the narrator is not a reliable character. I know I'm gonna struggle a bit with the writing because it is, what is it, considered the 19th century, but I'll manage. I think I can somehow understand it. If I don't, I'm Sparks noting it because just so I can understand it better. But yeah, I'm excited for all these books. Fall, even though it doesn't feel like fall yet in like the first week of September. Southern California, it's still summer here. Probably it will get warmer in mid-October, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go back to reading this book. I can't wait for the colder weather. I can't wait. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and let me know your fall TBR. I really like to know what else you're planning to read for this upcoming fall. So yeah, thank you again. Maybe I'll see you next time. Okay, so long, bye bye.